Testing, testing. All right, welcome to Fergus Falls. Start off here shortly with Thielen and Wirtz, Mead, Lensmeyer, and Olmscheid on the ice, along with Mulaney Hansen in at goal. I got to make sure that I'm muted enough today. I got the YouTube in trouble, copyright, because of the music in the background. So As Lensmeyer faces up, goes into the Fergus Falls zone. They're going to bring it in. Takes a shot, buzzes past the front of Hansen. As Mead tries to send it out of the zone. Fergus takes a shot, swinging a little bit of a miss there. As Lensmeyer's going to come out with it. She's going to turn and bring it up into the zone. Has it stolen away. Here comes the Otters back into the zone as Wirtz is back there and waiting. Gets it back to Lensmeyer, and she's going to bring it back up. Now across into the blue line. The Otters with it now behind their goal, coming to bring it up. Now across the center line into the Otter zone. Sorry, trying to get the link out to people here quick. Puck goes down into the zone. Otters have it. Gets out to Cornick. Cornick tries to keep it in the zone. Now the Otters are going to turn and bring it up. Dumps it deep, and they'll get a line change quick. As the Otters bring it into the zone, they send it back to their point. Point takes a shot, deflected, stopped by Hansen. Another there, stopped by Hansen, covered, and we get a whistle. Here I've been talking, and I thought I had it on mute or off mute, and I didn't hit the button. Rugemer to face off. Has Mead off to the side of her, along with Wimmer, Wirtz, and Thielen on the ice. As Wirtz tries to clear it up to Rugemer, she backhands it out to neutral ice. Now picked up by the Otters. They'll bring it into the zone, where Mead will pick it up in the corner. They'll send it down and around. Their point's going to turn, sends one down, stopped by Hansen. Rugemer goes to send one across over to Wirtz, and it goes up in the air and into the netting, and we get a whistle. Hess and Olmscheid and Lensmeyer check on. As Lensmeyer faces off, puck goes back to Cornick. Cornick's going to turn, sends it up to Olmscheid. He's going to turn, and Otters will get it back. Goes back down into Sting. Sting up to Hess. That one gets knocked back. There's a shot stopped by Hansen. Rebounded by Sting. Sting turns, gets it up to Lensmeyer. She's going to turn and bring it up across center ice, now into the zone. Goes for a shot. Stopped by the goalie. Puck sent across ice by the Otters. Now they're going to bring it into the zone, one-on-one with Cornick. And she knocks it away along with Sting. Sting has that one deflected. The Otters are going to get the puck back behind the net. Sends it out to their point. From the point, sends one down off the pipe, rebounded and in. And the Otters are going to take a 1-0 lead. And the face off. Otters have it in the back ice. Now they turn and send it down deep. Picked up by Mead. Mead sends it over to Wirtz. Wirtz is going to get it back. Now she's going to turn and skate it up, brings it across center ice, turns, dumps it down deep, and she'll chase after her own puck. As the puck's going to come back as the Otters get it, bring it across center ice now into the zone. Mead gets it back. She's going to turn and bring it up ice into the zone. Has it now behind our net, looking for options. Sends it out to Stang. Stang from the point sends one down, has it deflected. And the Otters are going to bring it up. They got some open ice here, but Wimmer comes in off the bench, hot, able to get in front of it. And now she's going to push it up ice. She's got a 1-on-2 coming into the zone. Makes a move, comes around the backside of the net. And now back out front, turns, takes a shot, deflected by the goalie. Puck's loose, rebounded by Rugemer, no good. Puck goes into the corners. Rugemer had an open netter there. Did not get it to go. Now Kornick's going to fire one from the point. That one's going to that one looked like it was in, but they were able to pull it out of there as Kornick tries to get one in. And that one's going to go off to the side as the Otters get it back. Holmscheid comes in, gets a stick on it. The Otters go to push it forward. Kornick gets it at mid-ice. As they go for a change, she's going to take a shot from mid-ice. Rebounded by the Otters, and Stang sends it down, keeps it in the zone. The puck sent up ice by the Otters into the zone, goes for a shot, stopped by Hansen, and we get a whistle. And they get the point, takes a shot off the skate of Mead, backhand, goes up and over the top of Hansen. Wirtz sends it out to Hess. Hess tries to center it, has it stolen away. Another shot there, buzzes past the front of the tower. Now Olmscheid's going to rebound it off the boards, but their point gets it right back, tries to send it down. As Lensmeyer now has it, she's going to try and bring it up, but has it stolen away. The Otters have it now in the back ice with 8:22 remaining in the first period. As Mead stops that one, turns, sends it across over to Lensmeyer, and the Otters get it back, send it down deep. Mead has it behind the net, trying to clear it out of the zone. Puck comes back, shot there, stopped by Wirtz. Now Wirtz is going to take off with it, sends it up to Hess. Hess over to, I drew a blank, Maddie. And the Otters send it back down here. Now Mead gets it back. She's going to turn and sends it down for icing. And we'll get a line change with 7:29 remaining in the first period. As St. John faces off, puck goes out to their point. They fire one down, now picked up by him. It's going to send it out to their other point, now back into the corner. Maddie with it now. She brings it up ice, turns, sends one down. And rebounded by Thielen. Now over to St. John. And the Otters get it back. And she'll turn, sends it down deep. They'll get a line change. Thielen will get it along the boards. Backhands it out, but the point's going to get it back. Turn, sends it down. Stopped by Hansen. Rebounded by Stang. Now back over to Thielen. Thielen's going to push it forward. Now into our zone. And the Otters will get it back. As Stang plucks that one out to Wimmer. Wimmer's going to turn, brings it back into the zone, tries to go, but gets it stolen away. Now here comes the Otters back up the ice. And Rugemer's got it. She's going to bring it up. Makes one girl fall off of his. Tries to center it, but nobody was home. Otters now are going to push it up with 6:06 remaining. And Rugemer's going to steal that one. She sends it across over to Wimmer. And that one gets plucked away. Rugemer sends it back to Wirtz. Wirtz looking for her option, tries to send it across, has it stolen away. And here they come. Takes a shot, stopped by Hansen. Lensmeyer faces off. Puck goes back to Kornick. Kornick decides to take off with it. She's going to bring it up ice with Holmscheid and Hess to her side. As the puck goes down into the corner. Otters send it across the ice, picked up by Lensmeyer. She's going to bring it back into the zone. Loses it as the Otters try and pluck it out of there, but Kornick's right there to get it back. Holmscheid trying to send it back into the zone. The Otters are right there to get it back. Now they send it up ice. And they're going to bring it in, met by Kornick. Kornick gets a stick on it, deflects it up in the air. Puck there, stopped by Hansen, sent out of the zone by, or tried to, by Lensmeyer. Otters will send it back down behind. Stang has it behind the net. She's going to turn and burn. Cross center ice, now into the zone. Otters pluck that one away. And a little back and forth action at neutral ice. The Otters have it now. As they bring it into their zone. Met by Wirtz, knocks it into the boards. Mead gets it, sends it across over to Thielen. Thielen's going to turn and bring it up. Gets across that center ice and dumps it in with 4 minutes remaining in the first period. Otters go to try and send it out. Thielen getting a stick on it. Wirtz off of her shin. Nice job there by Wirtz to get a shin or a body in there to stop it. Now she's going to pick it back up and push it forward. Cross neutral ice. Tries to dump it into the zone. Otters will get it back, and they'll turn and dump it into their zone. Otters get it back, now at neutral ice. As Wirtz has it now, sends it across. There's a shot blocked by Hansen. Wimmer trying to push it out of the zone. 2:56 remaining. I think her name is Lily, number 20. She just joined the team. There's a shot just a bit outside. And we get a whistle. As Lensmeyer goes face off, puck goes back behind the net, picked up by Kornick. Kornick sandwiched by two Otters. They'll get the puck back. And then Kornick gets in and steals it away. As Sting ties up behind the net. She's trying to clear it out of there. Redirect. Sends it across over to Kornick, but the Otters get it back. And now Wimmer will push it forward. Now into the zone. Comes up, takes a shot. Stopped by their goalie, rebounded by the Otters. And they're going to bring it up. They'll turn and send it down deep. Minute 49 remaining in the first period. Kornick's going to pick it up. He's going to bring it up to the center ice. Turns, sends it down into the zone. Now across, stolen away by Olmscheid. She's going to try bringing it in. Gets sandwiched by two Otters. And here they come back up the ice. There was a block by St. John. Puck now behind the net. Otters trying to get a centering pass, but Mead's right there to stop it. Mead brings it up. Has it plucked away there, but Hess turns and sends it down into the zone. 1 minute remaining. As Wirtz will pick it up in the corner. She gets it up to Thielen. Thielen has it along the boards. 47 seconds remaining. Otters will get it back at mid-ice. And turn and push it into the zone. Centering pass, nobody's home. Thielen getting a stick on it. Now she turns and knocks it out of the zone. 28 seconds remaining. As the Otters go to bring it in, met by Mead, who knocks it out of the zone again. Now Lensmeyer has some open ice. She's going to bring it in. She takes a shot up and over the top of the goalie. As the Otters go to clear it out, Mead gets in there, keeps it in the zone. 7 seconds remaining. As the Otters get it back behind their net, that's going to end the period with a 1-0. We'll be back for second period. As the puck comes out on the second period face-off. I should probably change that. There we go. Now we're in the second period. As Mead goes to bring it up, puck at neutral ice. Otters get it back, turn, send it down in. Wirtz has it. Now out to Thielen. Thielen's going to turn and bring it up. Now into our zone. And the Otters are going to bring it back up. Tries to make a move. Has it knocked away there by Thielen. Now knocked into the corner. Mead will chase into the corner. The Otter gets it. Sends it out to their point. Now picked up by Mead. Mead's going to bring it up. Now knocks it down deep into the corner. Fergus will send it back out. St. John gets a stick on that one. Out to Wirtz. Wirtz uses the board, tries to get it up to St. John. Fergus will get it back. And send it into their zone. Wirtz gets a stick on it. She's got some open ice. She's got a one-on-one. And gets it plucked back. And the Otters turn and send it down deep into the zone. Out to their path. Takes a shot. Stopped by Hansen. Rebounded by Fergus. Fergus looking for options. Sends it back to their point. Point sends it down into the corner. Now backhands it into the opposite corner. Pinched in by Mead. Picked up by St. John. Now out to their point. Point's going to skate up with it. Brings it across the middle of the ice of their zone. Now back to their point. Point sends it across to the opposite side. Turns, sends one down. Stopped by Hansen. Rebounded by Fergus. Fergus tries for a centering pass, but Mead broke that one up. Another shot there, stopped by Hansen. Fergus sends it down deep back into their zone, and Mead will chase. Having a hard time getting this puck out of the Fergus zone. As Point sends it across the other point, another one there, stopped by Hansen. Fergus is going to skate back with it. Does a loop-de-loop, comes up, takes a shot, stopped by Hansen. Now back to their point again. It's almost like we're on a power play. And that one's going to deflect off of Hansen and goes in the net. Akerson sends it across over to Sting. Sting tries to push it forward. The Otters turn, send it back down into the zone. Picked up by Sting. Sting with it behind the net. Has it stolen away. Now out to their point. Point skates up, takes a shot. Deflected into the boards. Another shot off the side of the net. Fergus with the rebound, sends it back out to their point. Point tries to skate up. Akerson tries to get a stick on it. There's another one deflected there by Tiana. Rebounded by Lilly. Now back to Sting. Sting trying to clear it out of the zone, gets it over to Akerson. Akerson tries to get it back to Sting, but Fergus gets it back. Now dumped down into the zone. Picked up by Jansky. Jansky's going to turn. Brings it up ice. Now across center ice into the zone. Back to Akerson. Akerson has it stolen away. And here comes the Otter. They got a 2-0 coming up. And right around Hanson. Nice move there by the Fergus Falls. And we got a 3-0. The Otters will get it on the face-off. They'll bring it down into their zone. Met by Mead. Mead tries to push it forward, and we get a whistle with, I believe, offsides. As Lensmeyer goes to face off. Puck back to Thielen. Now it gets back to Fergus. Fergus is going to turn, brings it down. Mead stops it off the referee. That went right through the feet of that player. Now Thielen's going to turn and bring it into the zone. As Thielen gets in the stick, trying to keep it in the zone, but the Fergus Otters will bring it up. Now into the corner, 9:28 remaining in the second period. Lensmeyer with it now. Tries to send it up, but there, point, turns, sends it back down. Picked up by Wirtz, who sends it across over to Mead. Mead back to Lensmeyer. Now back to Fergus, who turns and sends it down deep. Wirtz with it now. She's going to skate it up, across center ice. Turns, sends it down deep. As we get a line change, Hess and St. John check on, along with Stang and Tiana. As Fergus brings it up. There's a shot there, stopped by Hanson and covered. 8:43 remaining in the second period. St. John faces off. Puck goes back behind the net. She'll pick it up. Trying to push it up to Maddie. Now Tiana will get it. Sends it across, trying to get it over to Hess. Tiana comes and picks up puck, tries to clear it out of the zone. Fergus is right there to send it up. Maddie turns and sends it up ice. As Stang races back, picks that one up behind the net. She's going to turn with it, goes around a couple players there. St. John gives it back to her, tries to push it forward, but the Otters are right there. The Otters will get it back. And they'll push it up ice, across center ice, now across. Stang was right in the way on that one. Now use the body to stop it. Oh, you're fine. As Jansky goes to bring it up. Now pinched along the boards. Puck sent across by the Otters. Into the zone they come. They go for a shot deflected there by Wirtz. Rebounded by Fergus. Fergus with it in the corner. Goes for a shot. Stopped by Hanson. Picked out by Wirtz. And the Otters get it back. Goes for a centering pass. And shot stopped by Hanson with 6:54 remaining. Puck comes out on the face-off as Wirtz battles it for it. Sorry, that's Jansky, not Wirtz. The shot just a bit outside. Now Wirtz gets it. Turns, sends it up to Jansky. Off of her stick, and Otter was right there to send it back down. Wirtz will get it back in the back ice. Goes around, kicks it forward. There's a shot deflected and goes in. Jansky to face off. Puck comes over to Akerson. And the Otters will get it though. Now sent into their zone. 6:11 remaining in the second period. Puck comes back to their point. Point skates up a little bit, takes a shot, stopped by Hansen, rebounded by Akerson. And their point gets it back, tries to send one down, has it deflected. Jansky gets it now, turns, tries to send it down. They're going to get icing as Akerson just couldn't get there. A little too hard of a pass down the ice by Jansky. 5:54 remaining in the second period. Puck comes out on the face-off with Lensmeyer. Stang trying to push it out of the zone, gets it up to Olmscheid. Now to Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer brings it across the ice. Now into the zone. Skates up, takes a shot, deflected. Now picked up by the Otters. Fergus turns, sends it up along the boards. Now out to neutral ice where Tiana will pick it up. Tiana sends it across over to Thielen. Thielen tries to get it into the zone, has deflected away by Fergus. Lensmeyer gets it back, and then the Otters get it back. Wirtz over to Mead. Mead trying to get it out of there. Now Lensmeyer will come in and pick it up. Now across center ice as it's stolen away. Now knocked into the zone, and Wirtz will pick it up. 4:44 remaining in the second period. Mead has it now, turns, sends it over to Hess. Now back to Mead. Mead will skate with it into the zone. Goes for a shot, deflected by their goalie. Fergus with it now. Mead gets it back, backhands one in, deflected by their goalie. Now sent out to neutral ice, and we're going to have some open ice here for Fergus. They're going to come up, comes for a shot off the side of Hansen again, and they're going to have a 5-0 lead. Jansky with the face-off, puck at neutral ice. Akerson with it now, turns, gives it to Jansky. Jansky tries to push it forward. Now back to Akerson, has it stolen away. And here comes Otters up the ice. Takes a shot, deflected there by Hansen, rebounded by Tiana. Tiana turns, sends it up to Thielen, now to Jansky. Jansky goes to push it forward. Knocks it down deep in their zone. Tries a backhand one over to Akerson. Akerson has it in the back ice. Now the Otters turn and they'll send it down, and that should be icing. And we'll go back down to this end. Thielen to face off. She pushed the puck forward into the corner. Picked up by Akerson. Akerson sends it across over to Tiana. Tiana from the point tries to send it down, has it stolen away. Puck's going to go down as Thang will chase. And they'll get icing. 3:12 remaining in the second period. Jansky to face off, pushes the puck forward into the corner. As the Otters will have it along the boards. Thielen getting in there. Now Akerson getting the puck back. Fergus sends it across ice. Stang's going to step up, keeps it in the zone, comes up, takes a shot, deflected. Jansky turns, sends it back behind the net. Now the Otters will try and clear it out of the zone. Jansky turns, takes a shot, deflected by their goalie. That one deflected by Thielen. As Lensmeyer's going to come off the bench. Now gets it over to Maddie. Maddie takes a shot, dribbles it right by. And the Otters skate back and grab it. Wirtz gets back. She's got a 2-on-1. There's a shot deflected past the front of Hansen. Rebounded by Lensmeyer. As Otters have it now at their point. As Maddie gets it. Sent back out to neutral ice. Deflected there by Olmscheid. Now Lensmeyer gets it back, sends it across over to Maddie, who will dump it down into the zone. Minute 43 left in this second period. And the Otters are skating up. Wirtz. And Mead back on D. Otters will bring it up. Looking for options. She'll have it behind her net. Sends it back to another one, but intercepted there by Wirtz. Wirtz sends it across over to Mead. Mead tries to push it forward. And we're going to get icing with 1:11 remaining. As their point tries to send one down, Tiana with it now. Has it stolen back away, stopped there by Hansen, rebounded by St. John. 1 minute remaining. Puck now sent down, stopped by Hansen. St. John trying to push it forward. Now back into the corner as Fergus gets it back. 45 seconds remaining. She just goes back and forth between Tiana and St. John. Now Thielen gets in there, but the Otters get it back. Tiana comes up and steals it away again. Now she's going to turn and bring it up across center ice into the zone. Goes for a centering pass, but nobody was home. Hess has it now in the corner, picked up by Fergus. Stopped there by Akerson. 13 seconds remaining. And St. John stops it from going up ice. Akerson pushing it forward. And that's going to end the second period. We'll be back after the Zamboni. All right, third period of play. As Sting goes to face off, puck at neutral ice. The Otters will send it down and around. Fresh glazed over ice. Fergus with it now, met by Olmscheid. She sends it into the boards. Wirtz getting in there, trying to disrupt it. There's a shot by Fergus, a little bit of a whiff. Now Mead sends it over to Olmscheid. Olmscheid across over to Sting. Sting and Thielen will bring it across and knock down into the zone. Fergus with it now behind the net. Thielen getting in there. And Fergus sends it across as Maddie comes in, disrupts the play from neutral ice. They have a hard time losing their gloves for some reason. That's the second glove. As Fergus has it. Sends it way up ice, intercepted there by Barton. Barton using the boards, trying to clear it back into the zone, gets her rebound back. And now sent out of ice, picked up there by Lensmeyer. She'll bring it back into the zone. She has it plucked away. And Fergus will send it back out to neutral ice where Barton gets it. He'll send it back to Larson. Larson across over to Maddie. And that one will get sent back down to Larson. Larson pushes it up to Maddie, intercepted there, but Maddie gets it back, tries to get it back out to neutral ice, but Fergus steals it away, brings it into the zone. Larson with a tripped and then kept going, was able to block that one from happening. Now Lensmeyer comes down with it. She'll have it behind the net, looking for options, but Fergus is there to steal it away. Now the puck goes out to neutral ice. We'll have to restart. As Wirtz has it, goes around one player, brings it into the zone, takes a shot, just a bit outside. That one's going to go all the way down, and we'll get icing on the Otters with 1, 2, 3, 4 in the third period. As puck comes out, Otters have it. Clearing out of the zone. They get it out to neutral ice. Picked up. Now brought into their zone. Wirtz is going to pinch along the boards. Fergus gets it. Tries to get a shot off. Sting blocks that one. Now Olmscheid clears the zone. And the Otters pick it up in their back ice. Maddie coming in. Disrupts that one. Intercepted by Mead, but then Fergus gets it right back. She's going to come in on Wirtz. One's directly into Wirtz, and she's going to lay down on the ice. Puck's going to come out to neutral ice. Now backhands it down, and we'll get a whistle. They got 6 players. They got 6 skaters. All right. They heard me. So now we're going to go on a power play with 11:37 remaining. As Lensmeyer faces off, puck goes towards the boards. Picked up by Barton at the point. She's going to skate around a player. Comes up, tries to get a shot up, has it deflected. But then she gets it right back. Has it now behind the net. She's looking for options. Sends it out to Lensmeyer at the point. Lensmeyer goes to skate it up. Now back to Barton. Barton skates up, takes a shot just a bit outside, rebounded by Stang. Stang now tries to get a centering pass, but the Otters are right there. And now they're going to call Thielen on a penalty. Calling her on a trip.
Do that, you go into the box for 2 minutes by yourself, and you will feel shame, you know. And then you get
As Lensmeyer faces off, puck goes to Barton. Barton has it. She's going to turn, sends it across over to Larson. Now back to Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer's going to skate it up with a little 4-on-4. I almost said golf. Wow. 4-on-4 hockey. Centering pass there to Sting. Sting tries to get a shot off, but deflected. And Fergus will turn and bring it up ice.
Tell him I said hi.
Larson has it in the back ice. Over to Lensmeyer. Now back to Larson. Larson sending it across over to Sting. Sting's going to bring it into the zone. Takes a shot up and over the top. That one almost looked good when she first shot, but it just lifted a little bit too high. And Fergus brings it up ice. 9:50 remaining in the game. As Wirtz will get it, sends it up to St. John, but stolen away by Fergus. Now stopped by Hansen. Rebounded by Wirtz. Wirtz to St. John. St. John sends it out to neutral ice. Picked up by Fergus. Fergus will bring it into the zone. Goes for a centering pass. Wirtz is there to break it up. Another centering pass. Now Wirtz has it behind the net. Turns, sends it out of the zone, and that was, we're on power play, so no icing, or penalty kill. Almost forgot about that. Now the puck's going to dribble down. Picked up by Barton, 9:02 remaining. And Barton's going to turn and send it down deep, just as the penalty kill expires. And we're back to full strength. Maddie will pinch along the boards. And the Otters will bring it up. Comes into the zone through Larson's stick. And stopped by Hansen. 8. Buck comes back. Their point gets it. Takes a shot. Stopped by Maddie. They get it back. Another one sent down. Tipped by Hansen. Then it rings the bell. Buck out to neutral ice as Fergus has it. Now brought into the zone. Goes for a shot. Deflected there by Larson. They get their rebound though. Skates in. Takes a shot. Stopped by Hansen. Another shot there. Stopped by Hansen. And the Herd gets pushed in as Bria comes out with it. Larson's going to skate with it. Bring it up ice. And she'll get it stolen away. And here comes Fergus. Little one-on-one as Sting comes in and gets a stick on it, though. That one was called no good. That one's going to go in. Mead turns, sends it down into the zone. Comes back to Wirtz. Wirtz turns, fires one down, stopped by their goalie. Well, Mead's able to send that one down behind the net. Staying, getting a stick in on it. And there's a push out to neutral ice. Now turns and sends it down into the zone with 7 minutes remaining. Mead picks it up, sends it across over to Wirtz. Lensmeyer sends it along the boards. Tries to get it up to O'Leary. That one's stopped by Wirtz. Wirtz pushes it up to Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer turns, sends it down. They're going to wave off icing. Staying the chase. As Fergus goes to bring it up ice, she's just going to decide to bring it in by herself. Comes in, skates down, gets behind the net, met by Larson, who disrupts things. Now St. John getting in there. Barton's going to pick the loose puck up behind the net. Goes to bring it up ice. Gets it sent down. They'll wave that one off. 6:08 remaining. As Fergus goes to bring it up by the zone, stolen away by Maddie, but then they get it right back. Now across center ice into the zone. Tries to get a shot up. Larson deflects that one. Rebounded by St. John. Over to Barton. Barton sends it up to Olmscheid. Olmscheid around one player into the zone. That time has it plucked back as Barton comes in to try and keep it in the zone, but unable to. But she'll get it back here at neutral ice. Skates up. Now into the zone. A loose puck in the corner picked up by Thielen. Olmscheid getting a stick in on that one. And here comes the Otters. They'll bring it across neutral ice. Now dumps it deep. Larson will get it. Sends it over to Olmscheid. Olmscheid up to Larson. Larson tries to go around. She's got some open ice. She can get up there, and she does. 1-on-1, takes a shot, deflected up into the net. With 4:53 remaining. Looks like the clock's going to continue. Thielen to face off. And the Otters are going to come up ice. Thing's going to race, goes right between ours. Takes a shot just past Hanson. I think that was Willow. Lensmeyer to face off. Puck goes towards the boards. Lensmeyer stopping that one, going to push forward, trying to get through a couple players here. Nice battle there by Lensmeyer. Now over to Mead. Mead turns, tries to get a shot, has a stick. Gets in her way. And the Otters are going to bring it up. They got a 3-on-2 as they come into the zone. Now out to their point. Point turns, sends it down. Mead with it in the corner. Now over to Stang. Stang over to Wirtz. Wirtz in the corner. Lensmeyer sends it out to their point. Point sends it down. Blocked by Hanson. Goes for a centering pass. Mead getting in there again. Now Wirtz. Wirtz with it behind the net. 3 minutes remaining. As she tries to pass it across, has it stolen away. Goes for a centering pass, missed. And Lensmeyer sends it out. to neutral ice where we'll get a line change. And here comes the Otters. Turn, sends it down. 2:36 remaining. As Barton will pick it up in the corner. She's going to skate it up. Tries to go around another player. And here comes Fergus. Nice job there by Barton. Gets a stick on it and stops him from heading down there. There's a good stop there by Hansen. Picked up by Larson. Larson with it now, skating up ice. Sent across over to St. John. And here comes the Otters into the zone. Takes a shot. Stopped by Hansen. Rebounded in. Good. They'll take an 8-0 lead with minute 46 remaining. The Otters bring it into their zone. Takes a shot. Deflected. Over to Wirtz. Wirtz is going to pick it up. Minute 20 remaining. She sends it over to Mead. Now she gets it back. Now back to Mead. Mead trying to bring it across center ice. Gets pinched by a couple Otters. Now it's going to come over to Maddie, who's going to turn and sends it down deep with a minute remaining. 1 minute. Home shy. Pinches into the board. Mead with it in the corner, trying to get it out of there. Stolen away by Fergus as they're going to bring it up. Now into the zone, and they'll get called for offsides. .20 seconds remaining. As Wirtz has it. Tries to send it back, but nobody was home. Otters go to pick it up. Stang trying to push it out of there and succeeds. That one's going to sneak down. They wave off icing with 7 minutes remaining, or 7 seconds remaining. Fergus will get it. Sends it up ice, and that's going to end the game with an 8-0 loss to Fergus Falls Otters. We'll be back for varsity play in about half hour, I would say.